I'm Merrick Tomato.
And I'm the voice of Geo the Tank Boy, and welcome to Mindbreakers.
It's true, there's just the voice. It's weird. The rest of them's not here. I don't get it.
Where's his body? Where is his mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind?
It's a hard knock life for us.
That's not at all what I'm singing.
I don't care. Gonna bring up our...
Is the wheel.
And we're gonna bring up the wheel in 3, 2,
Yes.
1.
Oh.
Bam! This wheel knows the way. Wheel, show us the way.
It knows the way of spinning. It's spin too.
Yes!
Yes! The fighting. Oh! Okay, you show me the cover of this. This looks like it's gonna be a good time. And after the day I've been to a funeral today, folks. That's full disclosure. I've had a pretty sad day, so I'm hoping this picks me up. We must read the summary for this.
Yeah.
What we got? Ator. Is it Ator or Ator?
I don't fucking know. We'll learn. While we watch the movie.
My bet's on Ator.
2 stars.
Of course! Of fucking course! 2 stars!
The son of Torin learns of his heritage, goes to avenge the deaths of his fellow villagers, and rescue his sister / love interest. What?
Oh,
what? No! Oh no!
Incestuous love plot.
Rescue his sister / love interest from the evil Dakar and his spider cult. Okay, this is the thing. Here's my theory. Either it's incest and it's fucking weird, or the film is just so fucking vague that the people who watched it to write the summary couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, it's like, is it his sister?
Is it his love interest? We don't fucking know.
Regardless, he's gonna be going up against the fucking
Ator
cult of Eagleack, and his father is fucking Red Bull.
Ator battles giant spiders, swordsmen cloaked in shadow, reanimated dead warriors,
of course,
and horribly hideous witches.
Why wouldn't he fight fucking Draugr?
So, my thing for this, because it describes his village being burned and there's a cult based around an animal, and since it's a sword and sorcery
flick... based around Eagleack.
Yep. And it's a sword and sorcery flick from the 80s.
It's gonna be Conan.
It's gonna be Conan.
It's gonna be fucking Conan.
One thing I gotta say, though.
Mm-hmm.
This man has a returning feat. Oh my god, I'm sorry. The writer and director is Joe D'Amato. He has my last name.
Of course he would.
And it stars a returning from a long time away, Miles O'Keefe.
Oh, that's cool.
Gawain.
Of course. I'm excited for this because we're going to get to make fun of an art piece your dad made.
It's not my dad.
He's a D'Amato.
It's not true.
You must face Eagleack.
He may have been my father, but he wasn't my daddy.
Eagleack spinning fucking 6 flails as he walks towards you.
I don't want to do this.
You must.
What the fuck? Let us go.
Face your creator.
To the way.
No the way.
In the pages of the sacred book it is written, there will come one from the north, a tall warrior who will challenge the rule of the Spider Kingdom. He will be called Ator. Then those who defend the dark regions of the Spider Kingdom must prepare for battle, for Ator will cast light upon the darkness.
Miles O'Keefe is Ator, the Fighting Eagle. Marked with the sign of his destiny, he is born into a brutal world where magic is king and terror fills the hearts of the people. Edmund Purdom is the weapons master who teaches Ator to combine his superhuman strength with the ancient forbidden mysteries of the occult.
Help me escape! Come on, Keogh! Hurry!
Also starring Sabrina Ciani, the beautiful chief of an outlaw band of female warriors who joins Ator in his quest.
Now we must pass through the land of the walking dead.
His odyssey takes him to the farthest reaches of the unknown.
Now you must go to the volcano of shadows and take possession of the shield of Mordor. Now you'll die like a dog.
No one is too powerful to withstand the might of his magic. Miles O'Keefe is Ator, the Fighting Eagle.
This was the first film in the Ator series. 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4. And there's 3 more.
Was it a good time?
No.
I said
This movie...
disregard what I said before. Me thinking this is a good. This is not a good time. This is a train wreck. This was a sad train wreck. Oh.
We don't really need to explain the most of the plot because the plot
I feel like
is...
we have to.
I'm just saying,
like we owe them that.
We're not going to explain all of the plot for the reason of a lot of the plot is Conan.
It starts out
Conan with some things from Beastmaster.
Oh, it's way dumber than Conan and Beastmaster.
I mean, it has the basic framework of Conan and Beastmaster, but
guys, this has a I've said this before on the show. I've mentioned me enjoying like one of my favorite genre movie is giant spider movies. Yeah, it has a giant spider in it.
It barely has a giant spider.
It has a spider cult in it, and it has a giant spider in it.
Yes.
But it's just the worst. It's not a good giant spider movie. I've seen good giant spider movies, I've seen bad giant spider movies. This is a shitty giant spider movie.
Oh, the acting was terrible.
This is a shitty...
Action was terrible.
High fantasy action bullshit.
The camera work was awful.
Oh god, this was terrible. The ADR is horrible.
Miles O'Keefe is just as horrible.
Miles O'Keefe is... Okay, at the very least, Miles O'Keefe did a better job in this than he did in Sir Wayne.
Mainly because Ator was more competent.
Yeah, he actually was able to kill things. And
he did
wield weapons.
Granted, he didn't use the triple flail, but his first
there
fight...
was no actual triple flail, which honestly, fuck the cover for making.
But
me
this
think
is the
that.
thing. This is the thing. At least his first fight did not involve him getting a flail tangled up in his enemy's horse and being dragged around the battlefield, screaming for help.
Which is why I say that he's more competent.
Yeah.
He's a better action hero.
And he had better hair.
Yeah, he's trying.
Well, you know how to describe him. If you've ever seen the Dragon Strike video, he looks like a slightly less good looking version of the warrior from that, of the fighter from that.
He looks like fuck. What am I like? He looks like your Hunter from the future if his design were if his costume were designed by Cochise from the Warriors.
Yes. And bigger hair.
And better hair.
80s hair.
Yeah.
We start out with narration. we have the...
Okay, can I
we have the important points of the narration. Because the narration goes on for a solid 2 minutes. That's the problem.
I'm going to sum it up in a few words. 1,000 years, spider cult, darkness, evil, the land shall be the law of land shall be the shadow of the spider.
No, it actually has the line, and the shadow of the spider will
is
be
law.
That which makes no sense as a sentence.
Yeah. No, even more like nonsensical is what comes after Torin. Okay, the word Torin
Yes.
is mentioned. It's like, Lord Torin, what...
Cast his seed upon the wind.
No, it's not cast his seed upon the wind. It's cast the seed to the wind.
The seed.
Is it the seed, really?
Yeah, because it's
oh, great! He comes into the fucking
Yes!
He comes into the fucking air.
That's what I said.
And lo and behold, the whole world gets fucking seagulled by his spum.
You know who I think?
Death.
You know who I think may have actually written this movie?
Yeah.
It's
what?
much better than this. But you remember Wayside? I think the crazy lunch lady who talks to a dead rat may have written this movie.
Oh, for sure.
At least the intro.
I'm pretty sure the log lady from Twin Peaks could have written a better movie than this.
I think this movie came from the Black Lodge.
Oh, for sure. It definitely did.
It was written by the midget.
There was no midgets actually in this. I'm
Disappointed.
sad there were no midgets.
Disappointed. Actually.
That would have made it cool. I would have liked it.
No, it wouldn't have helped. It wouldn't have helped much.
Oh, it would have been funny though.
It would have been a nice distraction.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been like, oh look, they hired a diverse cast. You know, not just white people and this one black guy who likes to have spiders crawling around on his head and heads.
There's a baby born, and then the baby's smuggled out.
The baby has a tattoo on its shoulder.
And then Dakar, who has
Dakar, understand?
Yeah, he's
I don't.
Pray that you don't. I am not. I'm just my thinking with this movie is.
Understand.
Hey, Peridot, you okay? No!
Oh
we have to talk. Dude, the sooner we talk about it, the sooner we're done.
Yeah, I know. Which is why I want to say, the baby gets taken from wherever it was born, and Lord Xerxes, king of the spiders, and Bishi Men, hears of this on the wind because he heard the spum of Tarin get splashed into the wind.
Yeah, because Tarin did get his ass kicked and murdered.
Yeah, so they take the baby and they put it on a horse and they ride it away. And Xerxes sends his minions to go after it, and they kill the mother and the father. And this fucking weirdo dude ends up finding the baby.
With a weird mustache. He looks like a caveman.
He's got a Fu Manchu stash.
Well, he finds the baby, he rubs off the tattoo with cocaine, and gives it to a couple in the woods.
Yeah. Because
the baby,
we all know cocaine covers up baby tattoos.
And then the baby grows up, becomes Miles O'Keefe, and you know when we said love interest sister? Yep. Exactly what we thought it meant.
It turns out to be, the dialogue in this turns out to be
I want to bone you, but you're my sister. But I want to do it anyway. I'm going to ask your father if I can bone you, even though you're my sister.
But no, not just bone, like straight up marry and bone.
Yes,
because they love each other.
I don't believe
So yeah. They time jump to when he's older. He gives her a black bear.
Yeah. I have a present for you. And it's like...
Gives her a black bear
At first it's like, oh, it looks like a bear. It's like, wait, that is a black bear cub. What?
Hey, modern day, we give our loved ones
teddy
animals.
So are you saying this is the first teddy bear?
Yes!
I'm strangely okay with this.
The first teddy bear was given as a present for an incestuous marriage.
It's already we're like, I got you a present. It gives her a bear cub. Like, oh, this is not gonna end. Just we're like, oh, this is not. Oh, it's one
His
of those.
sister is fucking Pocahontas,
yes.
by the way. She's dressed like fucking Pocahontas. And so he gives her this bear. And okay,
have you ever heard wolf cry at the blue corn moon? Or ask the giant spider why it sucks?
Have you ever seen a giant spider? A giant spider! So, there was this Black Knights. They actually are called the Black Knights.
Because this movie's very original.
Yeah, one rides into the forest up to the village. It literally the camera just shows it ride up for 2 seconds.
But then he gets shot by a strange man in the forest.
Yeah, it cuts to this guy in the forest.
The same guy who gave the baby.
Yeah.
Who showed the baby the way.
Yeah. And then it cuts back to the Black Knight just riding in the other fucking direction. I love the editing in this movie. It's the fucking dumbest. Back to the creepiness.
So he asks his father if he can marry his sister, and his father says, "Yes, she's not really your sister. You drank this.
It's like, Father, I know this tribe used to have proper
you both sucked the same milk from the same breast.
Okay.
That broke us.
Yeah, it's like you drank the milk from the same. I was like, okay, if it wasn't creepy before, it's fucking creepy now. We have to stop several fucking times just so we can compose ourselves. Because this was, oh my god, this was horrible. This was just, okay. The first part, like the whole first 20 minutes of this movie is just, oh, they love each other. Like a bunch of shitty backstory for a shitty fantasy epic.
One thing I'm going to say, 3 episodes ago,
oh god,
3 episodes ago, Matt and I watched the movie Krull.
Yeah.
And Krull, despite the fact that it went on for a long time and had it was too long and scenes went on longer than they needed to, it was still a solid original story with good acting, good effects, and just what held your interest.
This is none of those.
This is not that.
Yeah, this is none of those.
I was impressed that Krull wasn't just Conan again. This is just Conan again.
This is worse than this is.
I mean, it's worse than Conan. Obviously, Conan's actually good, but it's just it's a muscle-bound guy in a bad wig with a funny-looking sword fighting an evil sorcerer.
No, this is a bunch of Italians on cocaine that watched Conan and didn't understand it, and they're just like, "Oh, let's make a movie just like it."
So he's after everyone's killed.
God.
And his wife is kidnapped.
Yeah, they have a marriage.
Yeah.
They finally actually get married.
Then there's random ballet, which we were just done for.
we were listening to some
to a song from Candy Store from Heather's.
Yeah.
Because it synced up oddly well.
It worked. Yes, it worked. But, so his whole village is killed.
What is it with us finding terrible movies with random dance sequences?
And villages being destroyed in front of the main character's very eyes.
Question. What's worse, this or Saint Dracula?
Saint Dracula still tops.
Okay, just making sure.
Do you even have to ask?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I think you can answer that question.
Because this was pretty bad.
I feel like you could have answered your own question. I'm pretty sure if you weighed the pros and cons for a little.
I cast no shadows, fly towards the sun.
Oh no. Okay, you know what? Actually, I wish this had some random ass musical numbers.
Yes.
Just so we can.
You mean aside from the one we put in the big last fight scene because we were bored, where he just played a trap remix of "Do You Know the Way"?
Hey, it worked.
It fit too well.
that meme.
So he gets taken by the mustache man.
By Evil Ack,
who trains him. Who trains him in the ways of the sword.
Oh, the giant spider is basically Evil Ack. I'm just gonna call that Evil Ack.
Can we call him Oracula?
Oracula?
Yeah, Sail for Warriors, man.
Okay. We'll call the man that rescued him Oracula. We'll call him Oracula.
Yes.
Because spoilers, he's the high priest of the spider cult. Was the former priest.
So he trains him in the ways of the sword and the stick and the chopping up of candles.
And teaches him how to fucking create the Spiderwick Chronicles.
But Spiderwick Chronicles, well, the first one's good at least. I guess, for what it is.
Hey, this movie had spiders and it had
a wick.
Candle.
Yeah, Spiderwick.
Exactly. Bruh, very good. So
good for you.
Oh, good for that's what I want. Okay, I want to grab the guy by the fucking collar. Look, whoever made this movie, just by the fucking collar.
Joe
look him
D'Amato.
dead in the eye. Yeah, I want to grab your dad by the collar. Look him dead in the eye.
My dad's name is Mike. Not that Mike. He's not my father.
Mike's your dad.
No.
Mike wrote this movie.
I can
and is
kind of
also
imagine
the
Mike.
Owen.
Because Mike is Yondu. Just after I have a fight with my dad, he may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy.
If he was though, yeah, he'd be.
I kind of want to
your
just
father,
paint
but
Mike
not your
blue
dad.
for some reason. Probably because I'm a little drunk
Oh, okay, guys.
and I've had too much caffeine.
Okay, full disclosure here. I have had. I've gone to a funeral, and for Greek funerals, like Greek Orthodox funerals,
There's a lot of
we
Greek-
have a shot of cognac, to ease the loss of, whatever family member, ease the loss of the loved one. So I took a shot of cognac, and I've also had a flask that is
butterscotch.
practically empty now of butterscotch whiskey.
It was quite tasty.
Yeah, Dr. McGillicuddy? Yeah. Dr. McGillicuddy's butterscotch whiskey. Courtesy of Derek, my best bro. If you're out there, man, he's my best friend.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you, brother, for getting me this wonderful gift for Christmas. It's delicious. It got me through this movie. But I'm still we finished off almost my entire flask of this whiskey, and it was full at the beginning. of this movie.
I only had 2 swigs.
Yeah, I've had a couple. I've had several throughout the course of this movie, and I am still not nearly intoxicated enough to have had fun.
At one point, I did duct tape you up
Yeah, that was probably the funnest part of this experience.
because you asked me to flex tape your head shut, and I tried. I ended up duct taping his forearms together and then around his waist.
I told him my head is just exploding from this incest subplot and this horrible acting and the shitty costumes and the ADR, just and this random cutting. Just I need something to fix my mind, and I looked at him and I said, "Of course, the answer is flex tape."
I said, of course, the answer is flex tape.
We both said, "Of course, the answer is flex tape," because of course we're going to reference John Tron.
We like John Tron.
Yes. So he taped my arms up, and I basically was writing most of this review with one hand.
I cut through some of it with a hatchet.
Mm-hmm.
I just bopped it with the hatchet and it split open. It was kind of badass.
That was pretty cool. So
So,
back to this.
They go out and there's a woman, your typical woman
an
being chased
Amazon
down.
tribe of
First there's a woman being chased down. Miles O'Keefe helps her. She's like, I didn't need your help. She's like, I thought they were going to rob you. I was robbing them.
with a spiky horse.
Yep.
She has a spiky horse.
And then they go to the Amazon tribe. They fight for the right to fuck him. This isn't important.
Well, they take him captive basically.
Yeah, they
trap him in a
the
net.
winner of the battle gets to fuck him
Gets
and make the new queen.
And what they say exactly to him? They said something they called him he is an interesting one of the CC.
I don't know.
They called him a CC though, and it made me giggle.
It was weird. It was like we stumbled into the cursed movie.
Oh yeah, this movie's cursed several ways, man.
No, I mean the
cursed.
cursed movie.
The cursed movie?
America 3000.
Oh, yeah.
We've had 3-4 different attempts to review it, but they all fuck up.
But I'd rather do that a 4th time than of actually to ever I'd rather do that a 4th time than ever watch this movie again.
You never have to watch this movie again.
And thank God for that. I'm probably going to though, because it's got giant spiders and a spider cult in it, so I'm probably gonna end up using it as reference for a D&D adventure at some point, probably. But I'm gonna probably end up doing it better. I was telling Merrick near the end of this, I can see this being done better nowadays.
I can see this being done as an anime.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would fucking watch the. Yes, fuck yeah. I would definitely watch it.
Fuck it. When this recording, before I do some more Let's Plays, you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
Watch Ninja Scroll.
Cool.
Ninja Scroll's awesome.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna watch fucking Shiki when I go home because it's a fucking badass vampire anime, and I miss playing Vampire the Masquerade because my laptop's broken.
So the blonde chick wants to fuck him, and he's like, "Nah, My heart belongs to another.
No, me first, Snoo Snoo, the Amazon Queen says.
And she's like, okay, I'll help you get your love back. So they go, and then at some point they get attacked by skeletons, but they're not really.
They're just guys!
Yeah, and
they're not even zombies, they're not even Draugr.
I was promised skeletons.
Like, yeah, it said skeleton. They're not skeletons. They're literally just dudes with, like, bone helmets and shitty weapons.
And the whole time, the bear's tagging along.
Yeah, of course, because they need a fucking little... This bear is a roll.
Oh yeah, we decided the spiders are called Kodo and Kodo.
I was like, oh, this fucking dude, all Xerxes does is sits around and gets watched by his soldiers play with his spiders as they crawl on his hands and bald fucking head, while he has his eyes closed with his fucking gold eyeshadow.
So he sees his wife running through the woods.
Yeah.
So he follows her and ends up with the woman who tells him that she's gone over to the dark side, and so they fuck. But then, oh no, she's an evil witch.
Didn't she, like, transform from a doe or something into a woman? I was like, okay, I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't understand half of what was going on.
Okay, for, like, 20 minutes from when the Amazons basically let him go to when they see the doe, when the doe appears on screen, I was spaced out. I was not paying attention. And I was just like, oh, there's a doe. We paused the movie at the point where the doe was because I was fucking around with the tape. and basically, I just see this doe, and then I look away, and then I look back, and I see this woman and him talking, basically doing the whole, what the fuck is it from
Morgana Le Fay from Gawain.
Yeah, the Morgana thing.
Sword of the Valiant.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, did I miss anything to Merrick?
No.
And he's like, no, yeah, actually you kind of did. He's like, the woman transformed from a doe to an actual woman. And I'm like, okay. I wasn't surprised though. I was just like, great. You know? Like, amazing. More fucking horrible special effects probably. It's like, I wouldn't have been, like, even if I was paying attention to this, I would have just looked at this and been like, I would have just shrugged it off. Ator the Invincible.
That's the second one, with snakes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, this movie is called Ator the Fighting Eagle, and there's no fucking fighting eagle!
There's an eagle statue that Zai keeps bleeding.
Yeah, but that's not a fighting eagle! It's so fucking... Okay, it is so... Oh my god, it is so, like, misconstrued.
So it turns out that the hot woman's actually an evil, ugly witch. Yeah. And the bear saves the blonde chick from a cave. Okay. And then there are blind warriors. And they fight them. And then they get a shield draped in black stuff, and then they go to fight Xerxes.
It's a mirror shield.
Yeah, he saves his wife from the spiderweb made of rope.
No, he saves his sister wife.
Oh, but first he makes the Xerxes blow up.
The Xerxes go up.
This is a very stupid movie. And I promise you, we're making this movie sound way more entertaining than it actually was.
Oh, for real? No, this is what we do, guys. We watch this movie, we tell you exactly what happens, but this and the way we see it, and what we felt as we perceived this experience.
But this is the thing. This movie is boring. But it's not for lack of interest.
This movie's fucking garbage.
This movie has amazingly hilarious ideas, except it executes them terribly.
That's why, when you were reading that summary off at the beginning, I was like, this sounds fun. It sounded good. But you know what else fucking sounded good? Like fucking 30% of the movies we've seen on this.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was just a huge fucking letdown.
You know, I'm kind of disappointed in the cover of this movie, aside from the fact that it's full of lies.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I wanted this movie to. I wish this movie went full fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And had the cover be one of those shitty crayon colored pencil drawings that are on bootlegs.
Oh, I would have liked it better if they just had a picture of a fucking Crayola drawn spider just coming up towards the fucking shittily made rope web.
Yeah.
And they just puppeteered this little Crayola drawing, and then they had like another one of it like dying and like falling over. And then they just had like helicopters drawn in Crayola.
So Xerxes explodes. He saves his sister wife from the spider web.
Yeah.
Big ass spider starts moving. He fights the guy who it turns out is evil. The evil guy who it turns out is evil. Big surprise.
Mm-hmm. Whoop-de fucking do.
This all takes approximately 20 goddamn minutes to happen.
Yeah. Oh, this is all after. This dude reveals. Fucking Arachno Man basically reveals the sign that was on his shoulder.
But with more cocaine.
With cocaine, I'm assuming.
You mean
because he couldn't have washed off the cocaine in the fucking 40 years of his life.
Is this... Well, you need cocaine to wipe off cocaine.
The only thing that clears off cocaine is more cocaine.
I'm pretty sure cocaine was used to make the movie in some way.
That's why I said. That's exactly what I said before. Did you not hear me when I said the Italians did a whole bunch of cocaine and watched Conan?
Oh, yeah, right.
It was immensely used. I'm pretty sure they wrote the script in cocaine. Like, they took a stick and they poured cocaine on a desk, and then they just wrote the script in with the stick and the cocaine. Like, they did, like, sand drawings.
May momentarily distract you with something that looks badass.
Sure. Ghost Rider vs. Wolverine. Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like that cover. It's nice. October 29th. It's very Halloween-y.
Well, it's Ghost Rider, dude.
I like it.
Want to see something else that's pretty Halloween-y?
Is it a giant heavy metal spider?
No.
What is it? That's a scarecrow man.
So he fights the spider by flashing light in its face. This goes on far too long. Then he flails at it with his sword.
Yeah.
And then the volcano go off.
This movie. Okay, when I said the fucking helicopters, like drawn in Crayola, should have shown up, and like they should have just blown up everything, because that's basically what the volcano was. The volcano was basically just the final act Michael Bay explosions for like 12 hours with shitty fucking like stock footage volcano. It's horrible. Like it's nonsense. And then horrible music starts to play as we watch this bear run away from the volcano.
Yeah.
And then
there's
the two
cheesy
of them
80s
run off.
music.
Yeah, and then the two of them run off in a fucking meadow somewhere, and I'm assuming have incest sex.
Lots of sex.
All the incest fucking. And then it finally fucking ends after fucking an hour and 30 minutes of bullshit. And lies. And just gross, horrible, dark footage. Ghost Rider versus Heart Attack? What? Heart Attack? Is that an enemy?
Probably.
Or does Ghost Rider just have a fucking heart attack?
Sorry, I've gotten bored of talking about the movie. I'm just looking at pictures of Ghost Rider.
No, I want to ask you about this though now. Does Ghost Rider finally, like, does Johnny Blaze just end up dying from diabetes and a fucking stroke from all of the candy he eats? Because Nicolas Cage eats a fuck ton of candy in the Ghost Rider movie. Does he finally just die from diabetes?
Yes, diabetes.
I got diabetes.
So this movie was awful.
Oh my god! I want to mention a couple of things that stand out to me.
Go. Say your things.
So Xerxes, his costume was probably my favorite actually.
Yeah.
I would say his is the best because he has a couple of different looks. He's got like his normal like armor, but he's also got like the Mandarin sort of cloak, and he looked cool. Honestly, I like the whole like golden god thing he was going for, but they should have made him more spidery.
Yeah,
like he's the king of a spider cult.
At least something like have a spider kind of like draped along his helmet with the legs going down.
Yeah, or
guards.
two extra pairs of eyes drawn on his forehead.
Or when he's in the armor, like spider legs coming off the back, kind of.
Yeah, or like his cape have like spider legs or something, like, or like his cape just be webs.
Yeah,
like,
something.
And have like maybe 3 spiders. Like he has like
or
2 in his hands.
Even if you want him bald, like tattoo a spider web over his bald head, like a Spider-Man mask thing.
Like one spider in each hand, and then one on his head. Be cool, you know? Or like a crown that looks like a spider. You know, something like that.
Something, anything.
Yeah, just anything to make him more spidery. Because literally, he's a golden
guy.
Xerxes Mandarin-looking dude. And honestly, his costume is nice, okay, but it could have been so much more interesting. With so much, like, with that little bit more flair. That's what I'm saying. Like, this movie was missing that spark, you know?
Yeah.
To make it good. You know, if somebody had, like, a proper vision, this would have been tolerable. This would have been a nice fucking movie. This might have actually been one of my favorite movies, if done properly. You know? Because I love spider shit. Okay? I'm a big fan of the whole spider stuff. Alright? I am a mark for the whole giant spider thing. I am a huge fan of, like, the creepy crawlies and stuff. I even fucking liked 8-Legged Freaks. Like, and that movie was pretty bad. But it's still one of my favorite, like, guilty pleasure flicks. This, I can't even say is a guilty pleasure movie for me. I did not enjoy this. This was sad. This was a sad excuse for a fucking fantasy movie, and God, it's just a letdown. That's all I can say for it. It was a letdown. And fuck, he could have. Another thing about him, his fight with fucking Sir Gawain
could have been better.
Could have been longer, dude. He kills him in 2 seconds. Like literally, just like pulls the black like cloak off of his shield, and then just shines this light at him, and he poofs. He vanishes. Like into nothing. Like not even like doesn't even leave his armor behind. He's just gone. Just like done. Like he might as well have just have been like, oh no, my one true weakness, the light, boom. Like he just evaporates.
It was stupid.
Exactly. Like all this buildup. This guy's such a big badass. You know, he's got all these guys like that watch him fuck around with his spiders on his head and hands with his eyes closed.
What do you give this movie?
Oh god. I give this. You know what? I give this 1.5 spider legs out of fucking negative 4 incest plots.
I'm gonna give this movie spiders. I'm gonna give it an army of spiders. Yeah, I don't want to give this movie anything. This movie was bad.
I'd rather just watch the like both parts of like the original It.
Yeah.
Like on repeat.
Okay, because at least that has Tim Curry being hilarious.
Yeah.
This doesn't have that.
And a really nicely done practical effect spider.
But was really stupid to be the end form of the thing of It. That's a problem.
Well, that's that, man. It was a fucking face spider, you know? You got it. That's what it is. That's what the It was. This thing, it was literally like half a fucking... They don't even show the entire giant spider puppet. They just...
You mainly see it from over its head.
It's half a fucking... They just like you see its legs when it's coming up to the web.
I will say, I'm surprised they had it actually come out of the fortress and fight it. I thought it was going to be those 2 legs waving around.
Yeah, me too. But I was getting excited. Did you see how fucking excited I was when I saw like the shadow of it? I was like, oh my god, they're gonna have a fucking giant spider! I was like a little kid again. And then just...
It's your own fault, Gio, for thinking this movie could redeem itself.
My heart sunk.
Why
My
would this
fucking heart
movie
sunk.
ever be good?
Kid can dream, okay?
Now, I don't know.
Kid can fucking
Next
dream.
episode is going to be the 90th. Fuck me, man. 90th. Shit. 90th episode of Mindbreakers, which at least Nelson's coming over for that.
Yep.
But at least, since the last one we did was Adventures in Dinosaur City, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good movie.
Mm.
We're going to enjoy that. We're going to chill.
I'm hoping...
Flush our shit out of our brains.
Yeah. Here's to, you know what? Here's to 90 being the better ones of these movies, because you know what? 9 is my favorite movie. So here's to my lucky number. Cheers.
See you next time for the 90th episode. Ciao,
Salute,
guys.
fuckers! Spin the web of awesome!